What's up? Papa up in the house. Yeah, man. So today we're gonna get ready and do some of the essential upgrades that I normally do on a simple build on my Tahoe. We're gonna go ahead and do the battery, and we're gonna go ahead and take care of the alternator and run a little bit of wire, not much, probably just do the big three for now. And then I'll run the other wires later on. But yeah, sit back, watch the video, and enjoy. Can I get a demo? No. Can I get a demo? No, man. I'm finna work on a Tahoe. This demo? No. I'm finna work on a Tahoe. Demo? All right, so the first step for me is electrical. I always tackle my electrical first before I start anything because I know what my plans are and what I want to do. So I'm gonna show you the battery and the alternator that I installed with the wire runs. You could do it this way if you like, and if you don't, do it a different way. You do your thing, as long as you get it right. All right, so check it out. I have a excess power D4300 AGM battery. No, 4800, I'm sorry. And this is how I got it hooked up. All right, these are the 6-spot terminals. And I also have a lifter right here. And then the lifter terminals that connects to the battery. And then what I did, in order to make this work, I did another SS power terminal to hook up the OEM wires, and you can cut right there if you want to for your ground. I would not suggest doing it for the positive because the positive has that fuse in it just like all of the newer vehicles, but you know, each his own. I just didn't do it, you know, but that's what I did on mine. So this ground run right here runs to the engine engine block. And all you got to do is follow your ground wire where it's at, and then just follow it around. And this is in conjunction to the big three, which that engine block wire is right there. Okay, and this ground goes back on around there, and I'll show you that in a minute. These two wires that are right here goes to the terminal, fuse terminal, that will then have the 2 runs that go to the back, because I'm just doing 2 runs on this. It's normally 2 runs an alternator, that way it doesn't bottleneck on you, but that's normally what I do. Let's see, so the positive run comes all the way over here and then hooks back up to the alternator there. The ground run goes from here to the back, right there near the firewall, and then comes around here and then loops and hooks to the ground block of the alternator. This is grounded right here. And then I banked another ground off the alternator and then did it down there to the frame. You look down there, there's a frame bolt. All you got to do is clean that off and then get your good connection down there. Now, with the alternator, I did a relay switch. You don't have to do this in order to power this alternator if it's PCM. Well, this vehicle is PCM controlled, which this is the original plug right here. I opted not to do that because I wanted to run mine at 14.8 constant. So what they did was sent me a terminal or a plug. And then right here, there's the L side. And all you have to do is run a 470 ohm half-watt resistor between the wires and then to a turn on. And I'm using the relay to turn on. So my wire right here is turning on the relay, which that's what they suggest. You just find the ACC wire, but I didn't want to go through all that. I just decided to, you know, do it this way. So that way, if this wire fails or something, I can just unplug the relay and not have to worry about anything in my fuse box shorting out. And the way to do that is you always use an add a fuse right here. use this little thing right here. It's called an add a fuse. So do not ask me what it's called. It's called add a fuse. And it just goes in there like that. And that's what you do. And if you want to know which one I use MISCING is in position 43. Let's just make sure it is, yeah, 43. That's the one I use. That's the position it's in. This is a 2010 Chevy Tahoe, and that's the one you can use to power it. That's where we're at right now. We're sitting on 13, resting right now. So let's give it a crank or start. Crank and start. I think that's how I go, crank then start. That's what mechanics say. This thing is failing on me. I done had this Fluke for like 20 years. There we go. So let's go ahead and give it a start and see what it does. All right. I don't know if you hear that, but the AC kicked on. So we're getting some real good, yeah, the AC is on right now. So we're reading really good voltage. I just got my other meter. There we go. You see that it's saying 14.7. Like I said, the AC is on, and I'm not, you know, it's at idle right now. So very good charging, and the big 3 really does make a difference. Look at that, it's jumping up. See, the alternator kicked on, but then it recovered pretty quick. But like I said, the big 3 really does make a difference. For those of you that don't know, if you get these high output alternators, make sure that you do the big 3 on them. Tahoes are very easy to deal with. You can get right, especially this one, very easy to deal with. Gives you a lot of room. So on my Trailblazer, I'm running 2 alternators, but on here I only plan to do 1 and see how it does. The system in here is not going to be as big as in the Trailblazer, so yeah. Let's take a look at the alternator, look at it spin, look at that baby spin. And on the belt, I went a ½ inch smaller. And as you can see, there is no squeal or anything like that. So the exact size. Just go on O'Reilly, see what the belt size is, cross-reference it, and then just look at another one and half the size down. Yeah. With this particular one, with this pulley. So yeah, I think we're gonna get good voltage. I don't think we're gonna get a whole lot of voltage drop, not for what I'm putting in here. It's only gonna be like, well, I guess you have to wait till the next video.